Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Wrestling Heat. I am your host here, Easy Q. Hope y'all been having a good weekend. Mine's been mighty wet and mighty windy here in Florida, but yet again, we're not really here about that. We're here about that good, juicy, thick news of the wrestling world. So, ladies and gentlemen, I got two videos for y'all tonight. First one will be some WWE news. Second one will be AEW news. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the video, and the first thing that I have for y'all is it looks like one part of the tag team women champions has gotten herself married, and that one is our lovely, cute as all hell, Kairi Sane. Congratulations, you and your husband. Hope y'all have a good honeymoon, even if you get to your honeymoon right now, because I know that WWE has a pretty tight schedule. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the newlyweds and Kairi Sane and her husband that I totally forgot the name of. Like always, I can barely remember my own name. But ladies and gentlemen, moving right along to some John Cena news. It looks like he also is going to be getting married in sometime in the near future, because he recently proposed to his girlfriend, now fiance, soon to be wife. So also, congratulations to John Cena. You can't see me. Congratulations on potentially getting married. So ladies and gentlemen, moving right along to some other news with the WWE. It looks like the WWE is in talks with ESPN for the rights to stream their pay-per-views. I heard that it's going to be between $50 to $60 for the pay-per-views if you would buy it, but that's pretty much what we were getting whenever we were getting it from, the WWE. Whenever they would do a pay-per-view, WrestleMania, on the cell, blahgy, you would be paying like 50 odd bucks to watch the pay-per-view, which that's really not any kind of new news. We knew it was going to be happening, but it looks like ESPN could be getting the rights to it. It's not 100% yet, but ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that, getting mixed up yet again because I need glasses and I'm a little stupid. But ladies and gentlemen, moving right along, ESPN, WWE trying to work out a thing for pay-per-view, $50 to $60. Would you buy it? Let me know down below. So moving right along down to something that is pretty hella petty in my book. WWE is banning other wrestlers on their roster to not go to do any Vicky Guerrero's live streams or podcasts. She has her own little podcast. She does some, she does some shows with some WWE wrestlers, and all just because she's made a few, appearances in AEW. WWE is going to do some petty ass shit like that and ban, the wrestlers from Vicky Guerrero. Her husband was Eddie Guerrero, rest his soul. But, that's hella petty, and I don't really want to get in, a bad mood thinking about this. So ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think about that? WWE banning their wrestlers, their superstars, from going to Vicky Guerrero's podcast. Hella petty. WWE, you should be called out when you do some petty stuff, and that is some petty shit. And moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to keep this video a little shorter than the other ones, but it looks like Sheamus recently went up to the higher-ups, more than likely to Vince McMahon, because that's who you would really go to for this. It looked like Sheamus was trying to bring back his music that everybody used to make fun of, because it sounded like they were saying lobster head in one, and there's another part of the song where it sounded like something else, and it was pretty funny. Sheamus was trying to bring it back, and Vince McMahon didn't remember it. Stupid stupid. His memory is just about as mine. Vince McMahon, you forgot your own creations music that you gave him. Ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think about that? Sheamus wanting to get his old music back, but WWE couldn't remember their own song that they gave the guy, which is hell of dur. So, what do y'all think about that? Let me know down in the comments. Them forgetting their own superstars' freaking music. But, moving right along to some positive stuff here. A former wrestler and Alicia Fox. She has recently came out on Twitter and said she is, as of now, 7 months sober. She hasn't drank no alcohol, no nothing, no beer, no tequila. I know all that's alcohol, but she hasn't had nothing in 7 months. And I say, right on you, girl. If you can kick the habit of anything, I am behind you 150%. So congratulations to Alicia Fox on her being sober for 7 months. Keep it going, girl. I know you can do it. You don't really need alcohol in your life. So stay alive longer and live a little better life without them hangovers and that puking. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to her on that good news. And moving back to some WWE doing some stuff that they shouldn't be doing, which is WWE accused of tampering with MLW contracts. And that is an indie promotion, and they've been accused of doing this before, but WWE is saying this is not right, it's false. But for how things are going in the WWE right now, I wouldn't put it past them. WWE, Vince McMahon, you don't gotta buy up everybody. You wonder why wrestling isn't doing all that good? Well, stop buying up all the talent and letting the indie scene be the indie scene. And if they end up making it to you, the superstars or the cast or whatever, keep your hand out the cookie jar before they get slammed shut in the jar, because eventually end up gonna get caught doing some messed up stuff, like some contract stuff, and end up messing up everything for everybody. So WWE, be better. Keep your hands out of the indie scenes and just let the indie scenes be the indie scenes. And if the wrestlers end up wanting to come to you without you saying, here, take all this money and be on our stuff because we want you over here, and pretty much kill, the territory, even though there's not even really any territories anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, WWE saying that this isn't true, but we won't really know until there's either a court case or something like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think? Do y'all think it's true? Do you think it's false? They have been accused of this a few times in the past. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along, it looks like Shawn Spears, the 10 guy that used to be in WWE that's now in AEW, it sounds like he is saying something that I've said before, I believe, on one of my live streams. But a lot of wrestlers, whenever you're doing some heel stuff, look what Randy Orton's doing past couple weeks. Every little thing that he does, there's a purpose. And it's Shawn Spears, he was a fellow WWE, wrestler, and he's out there saying that 90% of the wrestlers out there should learn some heelish stuff and the stuff that Randy Orton does in the ring, because you gotta admit it, Randy Orton is one damn good heel. Look what he did to Edge, look what he did to Matt Hardy. Got a little bit about that a little later, but yeah, Shawn Spears says over 90% of wrestlers could learn from Randy Orton. And I'm 100% with that, because Randy Orton, he's one hell of a dastardly heel, and he's pissed off, and he's made some people cry. So I say that is one damn good heel, and some people should, scope Randy out on some of the things, or maybe ask Randy, a couple things in the business. I don't know, that's just my option. And obviously Shawn Spears' option for some heelish things. So what do y'all think about that? Shawn Spears saying over 90% of the wrestlers today could learn from Randy Orton and what he does in the ring, because everything that he does, every look, every little slide he does, there's a purpose to it. And he's said that plenty of times in interviews. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to speed this up a little bit more. I don't know how much memory I got. So Shawn Spears saying Randy Orton's one hell of a heel, pretty much. So moving right along. This one we seen Shinsuke Nakamura. He's injured, but it's nothing serious. For what I know, he's got a couple staples and a couple stitches in the back of his head from the spot from Friday to the from the table to the piano spot. We all seen it whenever he reached in the back. And his head was all bloody. Even whenever I said, damn, that looks like a concussion, or his head is split open. I got some pictures of it here. So ladies and gentlemen, thankfully he's not that badly injured, and it looks like he'll be, good to go real soon. So moving right along, this one was brought up in one of my live streams. I believe it was either Monday or Wednesday, but I seen in an interview that Naomi wants to go back to NXT, which I don't really blame her, because NXT to me is on fire right now. And just think about it, they change up a few people, call some people from NXT to go to SmackDown, go to Raw, and maybe have some people from Raw and SmackDown to NXT, because NXT we've pretty much seen a whole bunch of matches that we've already seen before. At least I've had, because I've been watching it for a hell of a damn long time. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Naomi at one point in time said, look, put me over on NXT. I'd love to be over there and face some of the women over there. In WWE, I guess they could either be going for it, or they could be keeping her either on SmackDown, which wherever she goes, she's gonna kill it. I'm a big fan of her and them cheeks. So ladies and gentlemen, I would have no problem with her going to NXT and some of the matches that we could be possibly seeing over there with her. But let me know, do y'all think she should move over to NXT? Let her do her little thing over there. I think WWE, that'd be a good move. But let me know what y'all think down below. And we are going down to the next thing, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like former WWE wrestlers and superstars will be expected to be at WrestleMania 36. I heard about the Funkadactyls possibly getting back together, which I think Naomi is hell above that right now. She's way past that now with Brodus Clay and I forgot the other chick's name, but Hornswoggle is going to be there, and a whole bunch of other people. So it looks like we're going to be getting some funny moments, hopefully, which I think we'll be getting probably with Hornswoggle popping up out of somewhere. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some WWE wrestlers, some former wrestlers, the same stuff that we get, well, not the same stuff, but we're getting old wrestlers to come back, how it usually is whenever it's WrestleMania time. We're going to be having some, I believe we might have maybe The Rock show up, maybe Mick Foley, maybe Stone Cold. I don't know. He hasn't been at the last few, I believe. But yeah, WrestleMania 36, having some older wrestlers come back, do a couple things. I know they're going to be doing a lot of signings and stuff around the area as well, so that could be a reason why they have them too. So, moving right along, it looks like The Undertaker was spotted at the Performance Center over in Orlando. It looks like he was running the ropes and getting back into shape for a little match that we've heard about AJ Styles and the dead one possibly having a match, and it's looking like that's going to be the case. So WWE Center, Undertaker, makes a little sense. He's probably running the ropes, shaking some of that, rust off. He's getting up there in age. I'm thinking they still will be able to pull off a good match, him and AJ Styles. But he's been spotted over in Orlando. running the ropes. And next thing that I got for y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What about the man, the myth, the legend, the ass kicker, not kisser. Oh boy, stumbling my words. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mr. Oh hell yeah, could be making a return to Monday Night. I'm not sure on how true this is, but take this with a grain of salt. It looks like we be seeing him for some kind of segment in the near future. I'm not sure if it's going to be towards WrestleMania or after WrestleMania, but rumors are that we could be getting Stone Cold back for, you know, a little cameo, a little Steve Weiser, you know, a little mud stomping, you know what I mean, stomping it dry. But would y'all like that, to see Stone Cold, you know, one more time? I'm not sure if he's actually going to be doing any kind of wrestling, but I still like to see me some good old Stone Cold on television. So ladies and gentlemen, do y'all think he should make a little return and say, hey, what's up everybody? I'm up for it. I'm always up for the what man. So moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm trying to keep this video shorter, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think my stuff actually might shut off here, but I'm going to keep on going. And this is going on with what I said about the Undertaker and AJ Styles having a match. It looks like the one that actually asked for the match, saying here, Undertaker actually wanted the match with AJ Styles, and he says he believes AJ Styles is the modern day HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, which I can see kind of the resemblance, but I do believe if they do go through with this match for WrestleMania 36, I do believe it could be a good one, because AJ Styles, he's one hell of a job, you know, he's a hell of a worker, and he's a safe worker, and I would personally not have a problem with this match if it does go through, because I'm a AJ Styles fan, and I'm a sucker for a good old Undertaker match, but hopefully they can pull this one out and it'll be nothing like Goldberg and Undertaker, which I don't think it will be, because AJ isn't as heavy as Goldberg, but ladies and gentlemen, Undertaker is the one that asked for the match, so I think it would be a good one. Let me know what y'all think down below, and do y'all think that's actually true, that Undertaker went up and said, look, I want to have a match with this man, I believe we can put on a good match? Let me know down below, chat. Moving right along, this one I said in my live stream, Jeff Hardy, he has been spotted at the Performance Center, and it looks like WWE is prepping him for a return. I'm not sure if it's going to be this upcoming week, upcoming month, but he has been spotted at the Performance Center getting ready, running the ropes, and we could be getting ready for his return within a couple weeks or a month or two. And I am hella excited. I'm hoping he got all of his demons behind him with all the alcohol and all the court showing up that he had to do. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Hardy is on his way back. Are y'all excited for Team Extreme maybe getting back together, or maybe becoming a little broken? But ladies and gentlemen, let me know down below. Are you excited for the Extreme One, Jeff Hardy to be coming back? Let me know down in chat. And moving right along, going on with what I said about the Broken One and Matt Hardy going in there. It looks like during the segment that we had between Randy Orton and Matt Hardy was changed at the very last moment, the very last second before Raw went on air. So that's the reason why we were supposed to have like a 2 or 3 segment part with this, with the whole Matt and Randy Orton thing, but Vince McMahon said, you know what, nope, you're gonna go out there, get your head beat in, and that's the way that you're gonna say goodbye. Not on your terms, but on our terms. But yeah, it looks like we were supposed to have 3 segments, and Vince McMahon said no, we're gonna turn it into 1. And I say, Vince McMahon, that is bullshit. I believe we should have got more than what we got out of Matt Hardy there. Hopefully, you know, he's still in the WWE. But for what's going on here, I mean, he could be working us. I say this all the time. He's done it before when I've said he was quitting WWE, retiring, and he ended up coming back. So I'm just going to let this ride. And if he ends up going to AEW, then that's awesome. And if he ends up staying in WWE, I hope WWE gives him more creative over his stuff. So Matt Hardy, I know you're never going to see this, but I love you. Hopefully you stay in WWE and they give you, you know, more control over what you can do, because I really want to see what you can do in that noodle of yours, because whole broken stuff, I loved it. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much the last thing that I got for y'all when it comes to the WWE news, and we have an injury with a man called Samoa Joe that actually got injured during a commercial for the WWE. I don't know if there was a table spot and he went through the table, but it looks like our man Samoa Joe has got himself injured. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, the man just can't stay injured. I mean, uninjured. He's been injured like 5 or 6 times now. I don't see the WWE, you know, pushing him aside. If they do anything with the man, I do believe he'll be in a backstage role or commentary, because I don't think WWE really wants to let a man like Samoa Joe go over to AEW or wherever he would go, you know, for work. And ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately for this video, got the next video coming up in a few hours, because I know it's going to take forever to upload. But ladies and gentlemen, if you liked anything in the video, hit a like button. If you didn't like anything in this video, put a thumbs down. Like, share, you know, put on the little notification bell. And those of y'all that's been watching your boy since day one-ish, baby, and over on Periscope, y'all already know y'all get that extra LOVE from your boy. And if you got anything negative to say, just keep it to yourself, because I'm just going to be real with you down in chat, because I keep it real, I keep it official. And if you want to talk shit, I'll talk it right back to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I'm a real one, you're a real one with me, I'm a real one with you. If you like it, dislike it, let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the video. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And forever and always keep it a little bit too sweet. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going to round 2, so stay tuned. I'm out of here.
Fourth pack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy.